Hello everyone. Today I'm going to go over how to pull guard into the single leg X and also the X guard. One of the reasons I'm going to show that is because I like to think of when you're confronting your opponent, your partner, whatever you want to call them, you want to have a game plan that always works for you. And a lot of times I understand that we don't know exactly how to take someone down, we don't know how to shoot in for a single leg, we don't have a wrestling background, and that's fine. But you need to be able to get your opponent to your gate. For me, it's usually the single leg and the X guard. So Shane and I are gonna stand up right here, and we're gonna start in a traditional grip. A lot of times, we'll get into this position and we're holding each other, we don't really know what to do. We can't get close enough to our partner's hips to actually throw them. We can't get close enough to actually shoot because this arm is stiff arming. So what I like to do, I like to use this traditional grip against them. Because what happens here, we have a connection now. So I'm gonna keep this connection. What I'm doing, I'm grabbing either the lapel or the sleeve, the elbow or behind the tricep. And I'm pulling him into me. I'm keeping his hand connected to my lapel. And this hand, the same thing. I'm grabbing the collar and I'm keeping the connection. When I grab, I have a fist. And my fist, my knuckles are pushing right into his chest. Now from here, what I'm gonna wanna do is I'm gonna bring him on top of me. As I do that, I'm gonna lay down. So there's two ways of doing this. We can either take this step here and then lay back, or you can take the opposite step. It's gonna be personal preference. For me, if I'm already in this position here, I'm just gonna bring them forward because I'm close enough. I don't really need to take this step. So I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna pull him on top of me. But as I pull him on top of me, this leg needs to go in between his legs. So I'm coming here, bring him all the way, and now I get into the single leg X guard position. When I'm here, what's important is this grip here is pulling him down so that when I get my legs into this position, I can maintain control. This hand going right to my thigh, I'm holding really tight, and ideally what we want to do when we're here and we're pulling him down, he's going to come forward. He's going to want to go back. As he goes back, this hand stays here, and I'm going to shoot. When I shoot back, I'm going kind of at a 45-degree angle. Once I'm here, we have to sweep. For now, we'll just focus on the sweep part. Later, we can go into the reversal and getting back up into the position. Okay, so one more time. We're here, we ended up getting into this position. We can't break the guard, the grips, we can't do what we really want, so I'm just gonna pull into the single leg X. So I'm coming here, here. I'm pulling down so that when I get that reaction that he wants to posture up, as he postures up, I'm coming up into this position, okay? That's one of the simplest ways for me to get into the single leg X. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but get into the X guard position. This time, when we're here, I'm gonna change the angle a little bit so you can see how I do my entry. What I'm gonna do now is, I'm squared off, I can't break my grips, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a step. When I take that step, I'm trying to get close enough so that when I put this foot on the hip, I can go down into an X guard position. So I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna take the step with my outside leg, post to post. Once I'm here, once again, I'm controlling this collar, bringing them on top of me. My hooks have to be active, so you see how my toes are going around his hip and this other foot right behind his knee. Now from here, if you want to hold on to something, you can hold on to the opposite arm. This arm here is going to release, and I'm going right into his ankle area. So if you come around on this side, what I'm trying to do with my ear, I'm trying to bring my ear right to his ankle and getting really tight in this position here. Once I'm here, this hand is gonna go right onto the knee. I wanna control the knee. When we do the reversal from this position, the first thing we wanna do is lift up and push away. We don't wanna just push away, especially with Shane, he's much taller than I am. So when I'm here, I wanna lift up and push at the same time. There, you'll get the reversal. We're not gonna go whether we're gonna throw them forward or back. I just want you to get into this position here. So one more time. We're going from this position here. You can either take a step with the outside leg, or you can come in with this leg. If you come in with this leg, you just have to come and throw yourself underneath them as you're pulling them on top of you. Make sure the hooks are active and come right into this position. This hand holding. Ideally, grab the opposite collar, opposite sleeve, same sleeve, but grab onto something. But as long as we can get into this position, this is the beginning of the end for them. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoy that, and until next time.